What's up, y'all? It's Donnie Duright, and this is the next episode of Too Much for Brunch. I am so excited to be back talking to you guys. As you know, this is a weekly series, or not a weekly. It used to be a weekly series. Now it's a whenever I get a chance to kind of talk to you kind of series. Where we talk about dating advice. We talk a little bit about my life. You guys share some information with me, and we connect. That's what we do on Too Much for Brunch. But one of the first things that we do on on every single episode is we grab our cocktails and we have a drink. Have a sip, everybody. How you guys doing? So I'm drinking green tea. I'm in a bit of a process of trying to shed some weight. Not like lose weight, but I want to proportion my weight differently. If you've been following me, you know I was fit and like slim and trimmed and buffed and cut, and then I fell in love and it was a wrap from there. So now I'm getting back into the idea of having a nice solid B cup, have my ass sitting up high on that back, and look. Who asked you? Say hello. Say hello. This is Senor Poopy. If you don't know, this is my kitty. He is awesome and amazing, and he's fat. He is so fat. He is so fat. And he's so fat. And he's so fat. I love him. So anyway, y'all. So we are jumping into the next episode of Too Much for Brunch. I've been having a great couple weeks. Welcome to May. You guys watched the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight last night. I didn't get a chance to watch it because girl was not paying $90, and more importantly, I just didn't want to be out. Like, I just wanted to be at my house. I work really hard during the week, so on Saturdays, I usually spend that day kind of like chilling. I don't really talk. I don't really do anything. I kind of clean up. You know, during the week, my house gets trashed. Am I the only one? Like, if you come to my house during the week, my living room, especially like a Thursday, by Wednesday, Thursday, I mean, because I have a full-length mirror in my living room, and I need to get one for my bedroom. So like, I get dressed in my living room, and what I don't wear, I just throw on my computer desk or on the couch or on my bar stools or whatever. So by Thursday, Friday, this living room is trashed. So Saturday, I usually kind of clean up, you know, clean the bathroom, cut my hair, you know, get the hair cut fresh. Look at the little loiner. Look at the loiner. Is you mad? Because I do it myself. If you don't know, I'm a licensed cosmetologist, y'all. I went to high school for hair. I got my license. Anyway, so take a sip. So that's what I did this week. It's been a busy week. But something that I really wanted to talk to you about before we get into relationship advice, because this episode of Too Much Advice won't be a half hour. I want to enjoy this Sunday. It's beautiful out, and I have some friends in town, so I'm probably going to go have a real drink and party in the city. Like, see, I got my little thug tray look going, got my little hat, my little fitted, little watch, little chain. Like, is y'all what? What you wearing? What? At the door. Anyway, so something I really want to talk to you about, because I get a lot of questions about dating, right? Like, a lot of people ask me, how do you, you know, blah 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 about like dating. And recently a fan, and I hate to call you guys fans, like, you guys started calling yourselves Durights a while ago. So I just adopted calling you guys Durights, because it's just so weird to call somebody a fan. y'all not a fan, y'all supporters, y'all my Durights. So a Duright reached out to me, and we kind of talk on Facebook often about like dating, and he's always saying like how he lives vicariously through me because I date so often. And it prompted me to want to tell you about some of those things that happen while I'm dating. So I was on a date not so recently, but I was on a date, and I think this is important for men and women to know when you're dating, okay? And this is so small. It's so small, but it's so big. At least for me, it's mega. So like, I was on a date with this man. We met on Tinder, and on his pictures, he looked fab. He was really cute, and I could tell he was kind of geeky-ish a little bit. But I mean, I don't mind geeks. I don't, you know, that whole geeky look. I don't mind. I actually started having to wear glasses. Let me show y'all what I look like with my glasses on, cause look. What y'all think? It looked like one of those boys. Aha! I look like one of those boys that one of those thugs that went to school. You know, he wear his fitted. He like, what's good, ma? What's good, ma? Give me your number. Hold on. Because I can't see without my glasses. Ain't that funny? Like, no. Get out of here. So these are my glasses. This is what I wear when I'm either setting up my computer or sitting at my computer or whatever. But anyway, he was kind of geeky and he was cute. Very cute. But when I met him in real life, his lips was chapped. And like mega chapped. Like he like chapped, like white. And I know somebody's licking their lips right now that we're talking about it, and I'm gonna punch you dead in your throat. Get some chapstick, okay? Like, honestly, like, this is so superficial. A part of it is superficial, but for me, it made me feel like if you don't even have chapstick, what kind of soap do you use? Like, do you use like regular Ivory Spring soap? Like, do you use like, what kind of, is there any shea butter in your soap? Are your legs ashy? Like, if I pulled your pants down right now, would you have skin flakes? Like, will it smell like anything? Will it smell like the day? Like, do you smell like yesterday? Yes, and all of this is deduced off the fact that you don't have chapstick on your lips. Because for me, it's a small thing, but it tells a lot about a person. It's like the socks that you wear. If you have on white socks or light socks with dark pants, I feel away. And maybe this is the superficial part of me, and this is probably why the bitch is still single, because I'm caring about what's in your what's on your lips, and if they're chapped. But it really bothers me. And then what really pissed me off was that he did not lick his lips one time. Like, you didn't lick your lips one time. Like, and I put on my chapstick several times to give him the hint, like, bitch, pull out some chapstick. And like, it don't even have to be those Aero balls. It don't even have to be like a Blistex. It don't even have to be like a name brand. Bitch, go to the corner store and get a Chap-It. It is $1. It is $1. It don't even have to be peppermint. It don't got to be cherry. It could be the regular plain white one for $1. And if you don't want anybody to know if it's a Chap-It, you could just peel the plastic off and it's just white and people just think you put something on your lips. It really aggravates me. Like, put some damn chapstick on your lips. Why are your lips so chapped? God. There's a ton of things that happen. And you know, the crazy part about it all is like, as you continue to date, at least for me, as I'm continuing to date, I'm meeting a lot of great people and learning to compartmentalize where they go. And I'm trying to figure out if we're a good friend, if we're going to date romantically, and then I have to be honest with myself. Where am I emotionally? Am I really ready for a relationship with somebody? Like a romantic relationship with somebody? And if so, what does that romantic relationship look like? Is it just like a sex thing? Is it like an emotional connection? Is it like a we cuddle, we kiss, we do those kind of things? Or am I just looking for friends? And I'm still figuring that out. I did meet somebody that I really, really, really liked. And we're still cool, but it just is not gonna work. In the grand scheme of things, it's just not gonna work. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to tell y'all. Make sure y'all put on your chapstick, lotion your hands, like and do a little squirt for the breath. Like, I know y'all drink coffee because we're adults and like teas and things, so your teeth look a little crazy sometimes and your breath is not that fresh. But if you know you're going on a date, please be nice, be kind, and rewind into that pocket and just put on some lips, like ding ding ding. Make sure they look, and then my lips are so full and so pink that I can't be running around with chapped lips, so that might be a my thing. But anyway, so I'm gonna keep too much for brunch. About a 15-minute episodes from now on, because half hours are really, really long, and I'm learning that I'm losing a lot of you guys in the middle of these episodes. So let's keep it cute, let's keep it short, and we're gonna jump into some dating advice. I got a lot of strange ass dating advice this week, but I'm going to do maybe two. One is really important to me because it was very serious, and I don't like to, you know, give you guys, I like to keep things like, you know, fun and funny and, you know, beautiful, so to speak. But sometimes you guys really email me things that are really, really serious. So I battle with weekly when I do what types of relationship advice I should give you, because I don't really feel like I'm giving you advice. I want to help you frame things differently so that way you can look at it from a different lens and then help make your own decisions, because I don't have to live with the decision after we turn off this camera. After this episode stops and you've heard what I had to say, you now have to make that decision, and I don't have to deal with the consequence of it. So I don't like the idea of giving you advice, because I'm just giving you different lenses to look at it. I don't have to deal with that consequence of your decision. So Again, I like to be very careful with what I say to you and what relationship advice I either answer on camera or even through email because, again, sometimes it's really serious. So we're going to jump right into this dating advice question. I'm not going to say any names, of course. I'm not going to say any cities or anything like that, but here we go. So I've been with my guy for 2 years, but dating him off and on for 4. He's been abusive to me from the very beginning. I would say that the first 2 months we would fight like Ike and Tina. One time he hit me so bad, I picked up an iron and hit him in the head. And I know you're probably thinking, why would you stay if it was bad from the beginning? I kept taking him back because I was in love. But the times when the fighting got real bad, I did call the cops. I ended up getting pregnant by him. And did the abuse stop? No. He's even hit me while I was pregnant. One time when he was drunk, he hit me in the stomach. But no worries, the baby is fine and healthy and is 9 months old. But now I've reached a breaking point. I know something I should have reached a long time ago. But now he threatened to kill me if I leave him. The hitting never stopped. And being that I just started my new job, I really don't have nowhere to go. But the shelter, I don't have anywhere to go but the shelter. Should I just pick up and run and never look back or just fight it out until I'm more stable? Please help me. I don't know what to do. So again, I don't have to deal with the consequence of what decision you make. So I'm going to give you a lens to look at in a different way. So you mentioned in the beginning, and I'm sharing this one because it is a serious one, and I feel like there's probably other people going through it who may need to hear it. So I'm going to give you a different lens. So you mentioned that you guys have been dating for 4 years, and in the 4 years that you guys used to fight a lot. And love is one of those things that are so intense, right? Like love is one of those things that you can't really describe. Right? Because it's different for everybody. And people's like, oh, that's not love if it hurt, da da da. How you perceive it to be is exactly what it is. So if that's how you perceive love to be in the beginning of your relationship, it's clear that that's not how you think love should be now. From what I'm reading. I hear that you love him. I hear that you're nervous and you still want to be with him. But I want to frame it differently. Now, if I was talking to one of my friends, of course, I would be like, bitch, leave him, don't do that. I'm not going to tell you that. What I'm going to tell you is this. This is not just about you anymore, and if you're stable or not. I don't know what city you're in, but let's look at it this way. If this man put his hands on you when you were pregnant and punched you in your stomach and is threatened to kill you, he clearly has nothing to lose. Or at this point, he doesn't really care about what he loses. He's already hit you when you were pregnant. I can only imagine what he's doing now that you're not. I'm not saying... Okay. So you got 2 lanes. Stay with him. Don't stay with him. You stay with him, right? You stay with him until you're stable. What are you willing to accept while you're still with him until you're stable? Maybe you don't want to leave him. Maybe you still want to be with him. Then maybe there's a conversation that you need to have with him. Like, these are what I need to have happen. This is what I need in order for me to stay and feel safe, right? And then there's the other line where you do leave him. The shelter is an option. You already have a paper trail. You have a restraining order against him. I think that's what I read. And if you don't, you need to get a restraining order against him if that's the line that you're going to go in, because there's DV shelters that will help you find places. They'll put you into a room with your baby. They'll help you find different locations to rent. They'll help you in ways that will keep you safe from this man. If you don't want to leave him or do the shelter thing, with that same restraining order, again, there's agencies. I don't know what city you live in, but if you live in a city like New York, there's agencies that you can reach out to that will help you change your locks that you don't have to pay for, will help you do restraining orders that will help protect you in ways. Now, paper trails and all that shit is beautiful, and we hear about it all the time, but then we also hear about the women who have those restraining orders and have those paperwork that end up murdered and killed. So, I say to you, you have to really figure out where you want to go with your life. And then I'm going to even take it a little deeper, right? So you have a baby. And this baby is connected to you. This baby physically was connected to you. You nourished this baby. What you ate nourished your baby. What you felt, your baby felt. What your baby did, you felt while in your womb. Like physically was connected to you. Like umbilical cord in your belly that's hanging out your pussy. Like they had to cut your baby out off of you. There's always going to be a connection between you and your baby. What your baby is experiencing vicariously through you, through your sadness, through your pain, through your emotion, your baby is being traumatized. Your baby is experiencing these things by watching you. And babies they absorb. Children absorb. They absorb. So they're in this hostile environment where it's F this, F that, cursing, blah, 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 fighting. Even though your baby is small, your baby's absorbing that tension. That baby, when you pick him up and you crying, and you pick your baby up and you sad, those energies are transferred into your child. I've never been a parent. I don't know what it's like to be a mom. I will never be a mother. So I can't really tell you what that experience is like. But I do know one thing. I've been a child. I am a child. And I'm a child that's very connected to my mother. And there's nothing that can happen to my mother that I don't know. Like there's things that physically, like my mother's connected to me and she can call me when something's wrong. I know when something's wrong with my mother and I'm almost 30 years old. So I've been pushed out for a long time at this point. So what I'm saying to you is, as a child who's been in situations where the parents are fighting and things like that, there's things that I've witnessed that help shape me into an amazing person. And then there's things that I've witnessed that make me scared to embark on love and embark on life. And I think as a parent, your first priority should be what? Your child. And if you think your child can grow up in that household until you're stable, or until you figure out if you want to still be with this person and still live a healthy life, a healthy, productive life, then stay with them. If you really feel like this is not a safe environment for you or your child, and you really feel like he might hurt you, what if he hurts you while you picking up your baby and you walking down the stairs and he decides to kick you, and you and your baby go tumbling down the stairs? What if he punches you or tries to swing at you and punches your kid? Now you got ACS cases, you got people all in up in your house, and it ain't even you. It's because you allowing this man. You know how many times on the news I've heard or watched? I know somebody personally. Like I personally went to school with somebody who lost their daughter recently because the mother's boyfriend killed the daughter, beat the daughter to death. And I'm not trying to scare you, but what I am trying to do is put it in a different lens for you. If you do decide to stay with this man, you need to set some ground rules on what will actually be the real breaking point. Because we all have breaking points. But a real breaking point is when you decide to make a move. So like maybe have some clear boundaries. Like this is what I'm not going to take. This is what I don't like. This is what we can't do if I'm going to be in this relationship. And if he can't agree to those things, then you need to figure out a better way. You have a job. You have some type of stability. And I'm sure there's some, in your city, has to be at least one agency. Somebody that you can reach out to that can help you move on from this very dangerous situation. And again, those are two different lanes. I think that if you do stay with him, you have to have clear boundaries about what's going on and how you want to be treated, how you want your child to be treated. And if you decide to leave, you have to reach out to agencies and make a break for it. So, I wish you luck and I wish you safety for you and your child. Yeah. So again, I hope that helps. I hope that helps. And please, whatever you do, document as much as you can. If there's any occurrence that there's any physical abuse, you need to document it, because again, this could become a bigger issue for you where your child could be taken away from you because you have it in an unhealthy environment. Yeah. So moving on into the next one. That one was pretty heavy, I know, and we usually like joke and laugh on this show, but there's some real things that happen, right? Now I'm gonna get into something that's a little bit shorter because I do want this episode to be a little short, because we're already in 18 minutes of it. Where's this one at? This one was really silly, but I thought it was something that I needed to talk about. Oh gosh, where is it? I can't find it. I had it up just a few seconds ago. Okay. Here it goes. Hey, so me and my man just got into the swinger scene in February. Since then, we've been with 3 couples and had 3 threesomes. Now, while we're doing us with the other couples, I'm enjoying it. However, when I look up and I see him enjoying the next pussy, I get jealous. Although I enjoy the lifestyle, how can I let my man know I'm feeling a type of way when he gives it to others the way he gives it to me without thinking I'm stingy? Girl, how we go from DV to this, right? But listen, you can't let him know that you feel that way, girl. First of all, the fact that y'all swinging is not the issue, right? But clearly, before y'all started swinging, it wasn't the communication that y'all needed to have. Probably thought it was cute. Probably thought, oh, let's do the I do a little 1, 2, 3, and 4. But now it's at a point where you starting to feel jealous. It's no jealousy in swinging. What you jealous for? Why some dude is digging your vagina out, somebody eating your butata, somebody licking on your nipples, he's digging to somebody else. What is there to be jealous of? Y'all invited that atmosphere into your life. Now, that's me being judgmental. Now I'm going to dig into my different lens bag, right? So what's the purpose of you telling him that, right? Because you want him to stop? You want him to not do the things that he's doing with other people? Why do you want to tell him this information? Why? He's not going to stop. He's in this moment to fulfill himself, just like you're in that moment to fulfill yourself in a different way. And if that's his technique, the way he's stroking like that, stroking like back, don't know how to act slow motion for me, that's his motion. That's how he do it. You're just going to have to deal with it, girl. Either that or y'all going to have to stop swinging because that's unfair. So imagine he say, I don't want that man hitting that spot like that. But you, and that man tearing it up, got you toes, hair, ready to climb walls. You want him to tell you stop doing that? No. That's crazy. So you don't tell him. You continue doing your thing, or you have to get over it. You're going to have to get over it. Because now that y'all have opened this door, what you going to do? You can't do anything about it. You guys are now in that lifestyle and just got to deal. Just got to deal with it. So, I don't know if that helps, but it's been another episode of Too Much for Brunch. I am Donnie Do, welcoming you into my space, thanking you for trusting me into yours. I really do appreciate that you guys do write me and ask me about my opinions on things, because it makes me feel like you trust me, and my opinion is valued. But I do take it very seriously when you guys email me. I know sometimes it's a little harder for me to get to you guys as fast as I can, or as fast as you would like, but something's a work in progress. So, I know I've been talking a lot about parodies. I'm still looking for film crews. I'm looking for people to work with. Reach out to me, people. I need help. Yeah, so enjoy your Sunday. This has been the leader of the Duright Nation, sending you big hugs and hair flips. Enjoy the rest of your amazing day. Donnie Duright, over and out.